Hey guys, what's up? It's Codemaster here, and I'm back with another great episode in the Unity Basics playlist. And in this episode, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create an image in your start menu, and maybe how to create some more buttons so you can switch to like a shop scene or how to play scene. And in those scenes, we'll be actually creating scenes in them. So let's get started. So to create an image, you're going to have to come into your canvas and under your panel, you're going to right click and create a UI image. And when you have your image, you can just drag it out of the way in your scene. And it's going to, under image, on your image component, it's going to say source image, none sprite. So what we need to do is drag in an image into your project folder. So I have my file explorer here. And under my desktop, I have a Unity logo. So I'm going to drag that in. And there it is. And this doesn't count as a sprite, like I'll show you. If I click on image and I try dragging this over top of where it says non-sprite, it won't work. And the reason is because when I click on Unity logo, where it says texture type, it's a texture, so I gotta change that to sprite, 2D, and UI. And then all I have to do is press apply. And then it's just gonna load. And when it's done, it is a 2D UI now, and now I can drag it over non-sprite, and it counts. And we can just resize this and move it around. We can change this rotation over here. Maybe not on the X. I'm pretty sure it's on the, nope, never mind. On the Z axis to 90 or whatever I want. I might go with, I'll go with about like 20. 20 looks pretty good. And you can just stretch it out if you want, whatever you want to do with it. And that's how you create an image in Unity. And if you want to change your color of the image, you can just click on color and change it. I really like it looking like red, so I'm going to keep it like that. And there you go. That's how you create an image in Unity with UI. And now we can create multiple buttons. So let's just click on this button right here. And if you hold Control D, you can duplicate it. And we'll just duplicate it one more time by holding Control D. And the second button, we can click on text and change it to how to play. And then we just got to move this button out of the way. So up here, in the top left corner, there's going to be like a hand, arrows, a loading bar, a expandable square, and a square with 4 dots and 4 lines. Just click on the arrow one, and we can drag how to play down a little bit. And then now for this button, this is button 2, we can make it say shop. And then drag it down, or not the text. Don't drag the text down. I'm just going to reset those positions in the inspector. Click on the button and drag it down to shop. And there we go. But the scripts aren't different yet, so we have to click on button 1. I'm just going to change this name to how to play. I'm going to change this button name to play, and the last button name to shop. And there we go. Now, we're going to have to open up our C# script, so I'm just going to open that up right now. I'm not too sure how long that's going to take to load. I totally forgot to open that before, so it might take a little while to load, but what we're going to be doing is technically the same public void we did for button and back button that we have in our scene 2, and except we're just going to be creating new scenes called how to play and shop, and we're going to be opening the script for that, and we're just going to create new voids called how to play and a void called shop. And then we can use the same back button function that we already have for all the back buttons in all the scenes, so that's not going to be too hard. And okay, mine has loaded, and it's just a little laggy. Okay, so let's create another public void called how to play, the two brackets and the curly brackets. Now I can say scene manager dot load scene, and then we'll just call the scene how to play, and the quotes again, and the semicolon. Control S, and if I can find my mouse, I lost it. There you go. Another public void. Whoops. Public void called shop. The two brackets and the curly brackets. And again, scene manager. Whoops. Manager dot load. Whoops. Load scene. And the bracket and then the quotes. We'll just call it shop. And the quotes again. Bracket, semicolon, Control S. And now that it's saved, we can come back into Unity, wait for it to recompile. And now that we have duplicated our buttons, they already have the game object dragged in on the onClick function, so you can just click on the stuff script, and this is the how to play button, so we'll click on how to play, and the shop script, we'll make it say shop. Now I gotta create two new scenes, so gonna create scene, and we'll call it how to play. And we'll create one more new scene, call it shop, and there we go. Now let's let's Control S this scene first to save it, then open up how to play. And in this scene, we're just going to create a UI panel. We'll color this panel just black, and inside this panel we'll have some text. The first text is going to be called how to play. Play. And we can make this font size like 50, and this text we can just increase its size by up here in the top bar. We can, with the hand and the arrow and everything, we can click on the one with the 4 lines, the 4 dots in the center in the middle, and you can just expand it. And it doesn't need to be that wide. And then we could just pick the top center by holding Shift and clicking on the anchor, and then resetting the positions. And there we go. That's called how to play. I'm going to change the text to go into the middle, and the color is going to be completely white because that looks good with black. And there you go. And another thing we could do is insert font. I might do that later in this video. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that today though. So I'll come back to that if we're going to do that. But inside the panel, I'm going to right click, go UI, text again, and we'll just say this is how to play. How to play. And you guys can just explain how to play in this. I'm just going to change the colors. Make the text size like 30. Increase the font. And it's already picked to be in the center, the anchor. So there we go. And that's how to play. Now let's create a back button, so UI button. And for this we can center it to the top left corner by holding Shift and resetting the positions. And we could change it to be red. And the text can say back. And we need to create an empty game object called, well, we can just keep it actually game object. Don't know why I changed that. And we need to drag the stuff script on it. And now that's already there, we can click on the button. Add where it says on click. Under game object, I can click on no function. We're under stuff and click on the back button. And that should be good to go. Now Control S to save the scene. And let's go to the shop scene now and create a UI panel, and I'll make this panel green because the shop can look different. And inside the panel, I'll create a text that says shop quickly. Whoops, I need a capital S there to make it look neat. And make the size 50 again, and I can scale it bigger the same way I did last time. And it says shop, and I'll center it in the top middle, holding shift again, and we can just keep it 0, 0. And the text can stay black. I don't really care right now because I'm not trying to make the coolest thing ever. But if you guys are actually trying to use this in your game, then please don't just keep it black. Get some font in there, which I'll be showing you guys how to do later in this series or a different series, or maybe in this video. I'm not too sure yet. But you're going to want to create, well, inside the shop, there'll be a bunch of different buttons where you can buy stuff, but I'll just make a button, the back button again. So just shift, anchor it to the left top corner, or the top left corner, and make it red again. Click on text, make it say back. And then all we have to do is create an empty game object, drag on the stuff script to it, under button, plus on click, drag it onto there where it asks for the object, highlight over stuff, and click on the back button. And there you go, Control S. Now let's come back into our first scene. And now when we press File, Build Settings, and we're going to have to drag in the How to Play. Whoops. And it's not really working right now. My computer just froze for a few seconds. So, yeah. But anyways, we just have to drag it into, we're just going to have to drag in How to Play and the shop. And now that we have done that, just Control S. And now when we press play, if my computer will load, when we press play, there'll be the title space bar, there's the image there, and once that play button up there turns blue, I can select the play button, it'll take me somewhere, and then I can go back, I can select the how to play button, and then I can go back, and the shop button, and I can go back, but my computer's not really working right now. But if you guys tried it on your own computer, it will work, because the script is right. Now if we press play, it'll take us to the scene, press back, press how to play, it says how to play, this is how to play, press back, and click on shop, and it says shop, and we can press back, and get off play mode, and Control S to save it, and that's all you guys have to do, and don't forget to come into your script and Control S, and you can go back to your scene, and I will be showing you guys how to create font, I decided, so I'm going to go into my my file folder and click on this PC, and I'm just going to search up fonts, and let's see, and let's see what shows up. If the fonts folder I'm looking for will show up fast enough, and it shows up right here, just got to double click on it. If you guys are using Windows, you guys can just follow whatever I'm doing. If you guys are using Mac, I'm sure it's something like this, anywhere near that. We'll just go for the Impact regular font. Just make sure you select it. Make this screen a little bit smaller. And scroll down till you find it. And then scroll down in your Unity folder and drag in Impact regular. And it should be inserted there. And now when you click on text in the panel, like the Space Runner text, instead of it, if you click on font where it is, instead of being an Arial, it can be Impact, and now you can see the difference between what it was before and what it was now. As you can see, this is what it looks like. Well, actually, that just lagged down and screwed up, but we can select Arial. Now you guys can see in the game view, it looks like that. If we select Impact, it looks a lot cool. So just Control S to save the scene. And that's the end of this video, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you guys want the same type of font for all your text, just make sure you go apply it to all those. And thanks for watching. If you guys liked, please like and subscribe, and see you guys later.